We are recording. We are back. Yeah, that's right. Alrighty. Quiet on the set. Right, quiet. Click. Ready to go live. Shh. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Boobs? You're killing me, Smalls.
$5.
Welcome to lunch, check and last.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, check and last.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
But the time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a time.
Oh God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. Have to gently blow a ball
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, check and last.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, check and last.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Last.
It's all Laz's fault.
That's right. It's all my fault. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news 5 days a week, inside and outside Trinity Avatar. Of course, except for last week, and of course, except for some times in the future, which I'll tell you all about as we get closer.
Tattoo trip coming up. Tattoo trip coming up.
Tattoo trip for him, birthday party trip for me. We're going to be taking time off throughout the summer because, hey, you know.
Hey, we can.
We can. That's what it really comes down to, you know.
Hey, we are more consistent than the stand-up corner. That's all I got to say.
I tell you what, we're more consistent than the patch notes because we've got. Yeah, I don't get it. We have patch note. Patches came out. They published and had builds, but we've got no notes. Hopefully they'll come out shortly. But right off the bat, gotta say welcome and hello to everybody out there. Lancel, Eagle, Vosh, Botox, Skeggy Media. And we're going to try something a little different today. We're going to open up a giveaway. We're going to start out with the Ferocious Wolf Spider, courtesy of Storm's Pets. You know how to do it. Exclamation, I love free shit right here on NBNN. To get in, this is on a timer. So the timer is ticking. It's 20 minutes till this one expires. So I'm going to see if the timer takes care of this all by itself or just says, hey, stupid, you got to go ahead and, you know, do a drawing. So about 20 minutes, actually 19 minutes or so from now, we'll see how that happens. Again, Ferocious Wolf Spider.
Seconds.
Okay, you guys can actually see that? Biff?
There's all kinds of things that we can see.
No, I'm just on what is it?
I don't know. What is it? All right. And, of course, don't forget to all you subscribers out there to the channel. This month you get a chance to win this wonderful slightly used, slightly loved roll of electrical tape used by yours truly. And just for subbing to the channel, you get a chance to win that or 500 Kodos.
One of the two.
One of the two, that's right. So don't forget to sub during the month. You'll be entered into a marbles race against all the other subs, and whoever wins takes their choice of the prize.
Zimbabwe.
What's that?
I said, make him ship that tape out to Zimbabwe.
See, that's where you missed the caveat that Laz put on it.
The asterisk, that's right. If you live overseas and you want the actual physical prize, you've got to pay your own shipping. I will
think
ship it free in the United States.
Ship the partially used tape. But yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, look, I mean, Waldo out there, he's all excited. Skeggy Media with 500 bits to start us out today. Ooh. Thank you, Skeggy. Skeggy, you want to play some marbles?
I just started a game. What are you talking about?
I know you just started a game.
I'm on my second game.
You've been playing with yourself since you got here this morning. Speaking of which, what's for lunch today? What was on the lunch menu for old Jack?
Spaghetti and meatballs, but I just had the meatballs and marinara sauce, and then
what about the co-branded chicken sandwich with Cheetos?
Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
The Cheetos sandwich, I saw an ad for that over the holiday.
I was told that the pound cake that they serve here is delicious. And I will say that was the densest pound cake I have ever eaten. And
they've actually used a pound of flour, a pound of sugar, and a pound of butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they were
supposed to be made.
I think they were a little light on that pound of butter.
That's where it got its name, pound cake. Tell him, Spiff. Skeggy, give us a track number, brother. Twilight Tempest. Thank you. There is no 99.
He wants track number 99.
99. Yeah. Bosh, Draken, how you doing? Econdis.
But yeah, so I'll go ahead and get out of my solo map, and I'll bring up a random map for people to join in. And so over on my stream, we are going to be working on track or A Leap to Remember.
A Leap to Remember. Is that one of the new ones? No, it's not.
And don't forget, you can do the exclamation mark play and then the ball number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
All right, so we're just going to hit that random. Skeggy's going to throw me another number between 1 and 48.
He'll do something. But yeah, I forgot what we were talking about besides pound cake.
Pound cake, yeah. What did you had for lunch? Random is what we got. All right,
it was pretty damn dense. That's all I got to say.
All right, ready to get that button depressed there so we can get this timer running.
Let's click start in 3, 2, 1, start.
There we go.
So
as we do that,
there is a question in chat about what version of the game that we are currently on, and that is 1007.
1007.
1007. Unfortunately, we only have patch notes for 1005.
Right.
And that came out July 4th, Lord British's birthday, at 2:30 a.m.
Indeed. Now, of course, we know there were 2 other builds between then and today. We hope we'll have some patch notes on those sometime updated, but let's get this race out of the way. 10 seconds, we'll jump to some patch notes.
Holy crap.
But
yeah, I'm finally reading the patch notes for 1005 since I really didn't have a reason to play this weekend or on July 4th. And it's like, yeah, you talk about removing something a year late. Wow.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
shortly.
we will get to that. We will get to that.
We're giving you a preview
So we've
of
got a
the
variety
track.
of pink balls.
As
For some reason,
everybody's rimming the
I've-
hole.
If you don't have a pink ball, you don't know what you're doing around here.
Did you get the pink balls? I thought you had the blue balls.
I've got the pink balls. Maybe I should have gone with the blue balls.
I thought that would be more befitting, but
Yeah,
hey.
but I like the pink sparkly balls a little bit better.
Hey, Sparkle.
Than the blue ones.
Twilight Tempest out in the lead. I'm giving chase, Lancel, and Mom. The ladies look like they want some free stuff
Draken
today. I tell you what.
Just fell off, and so did Twilight. Econdis is in the lead. He's pulling out some hacks. Mom is behind him with her
Halen
pink ball,
ejected.
followed by Eagle.
Botox
I went from
ejected.
first and second to, hey, I can't get out of a mixing bowl. Let's see, still stuck in a mixing bowl. Still stuck in a mixing bowl. And Econdis is almost near the end. It's like,
And
hacks,
I've
hacks.
taken the lead. I don't know how that happened, but it did.
Yeah.
But of course, this is marbles. You just never know what's going to happen on the marbles board.
Something will happen.
We got ejector
Econdis
boards and a couple others coming up. So there goes. Lancel said, "Screw you, Laz. I'm taking that lead."
Yeah.
Twilight coming up behind. Mom coming up behind.
Mom
Telling you,
and Econdis are
these
duking it
ladies
out right
want it
now.
today.
Yeah. It's like, who's going to make it through first? Mom or Econdis? Mom or Econdis? Look at this. This is so close. Oh, looks like Econdis. By the length of a pube, Econdis has won. The real question
And
is,
I made
kind
it
of-
past the pegboard. Looks like I've got the
what kind of
commanding
scrolls did
lead.
you want, Econdis?
Let's see if somebody can upset me
Okay,
here.
I will send yours to Mom. Mom, what kind of scrolls did you want?
Oh,
Send mail. Send a mail. But yes, we had.
and
Oh, yeah.
I am victorious. I have beaten everybody to the end today. No winner this race. Thanks for joining us for this first race of the day. Let's see if we can get some more races throughout the day here.
And I called Mom a wiener by consolation.
Wiener?
Wiener by consolation.
Draken says he's
but
got
yeah.
slow balls. That's right.
Yeah. But yes, that I mean, so we took off July 4th and the 5th, so we had a 4-day weekend around here.
Yes, we
Did
did.
you-
Indeed.
Did you do anything special?
Eagle, 800 bits. Thank you. Yeah, we had some fun.
Thank you.
As we will get to the next game of marbles right after these patch notes and this story,
Yes.
courtesy of me. But yeah, we had some fun. We actually broke out the barbecue on Thursday and Friday. Did the traditional dogs and stuff for 4th. Had some steaks on the grill on Friday. And then had a surprise visit from my old man. He came up from Fort Myers and spent the afternoon yesterday, so we hung out and had a good time. Shot the shit, caught up on comic book movies and all that fun stuff. Talked about the upcoming Jay and Silent Bob reboot, all sorts of things that dudes do when they get together and they haven't seen each other in a while. Talk about shit. So it was an eventful weekend, and of course making plans to go to my my cousin's party this month. He graduated high school. He was awarded Eagle Scout. What else did he do? He graduated ROTC. He got scholarships to Texas A&M. He got
Still a virgin.
Yeah, he got letters of recommendation to Annapolis and the Naval Academy from his congressman, so we're going to celebrate this kid's life accomplishments before we send him off to college, you know. And, I mean, a kid who's accomplished all that at the ripe young age of 18, the kid's got a pilot's license, he's certified open water scuba, you know, the kid's going places, so we're going to send him off with a bang for his 18th birthday, graduation, all that stuff that he's celebrating in life. So that was my weekend pretty much. And of course, did a little bit of running around. I hung out at the BMC Crafting Fair for a while, and that was an all-day event that went on the other day. And all sorts of fun stuff was going on out there. They had some fights going on. They had the maze going on. They had recipe and emote trading. It was a good day out there throughout the weekend, so all sorts of activities going on. Speaking of activities, what did you do over the weekend? Oh, Netflix and chill, man.
Oh, jeez. Maybe.
Eagle, give me a track number while we're setting things up here.
Well, I was waiting for the build number 105 patch notes. I mean, I've been.
Well, we're gonna do those, but I figured if he can give us the number, we can get that up. Get that up there while we're doing the patch notes. You know, get a little ahead of ourselves.
Econdis needs to pull out a number as well.
What do you mean he needs to pull out a number?
Econdis won on my side.
I know, but Eagle donated on your side.
Okay, okay, fine. We'll do it this way. Eagle, pick out a number. Screw you, Econdis. You gave away your prize anyways. But yeah, very eventful weekend. I can't even remember Thursday. Oh yeah, I slept pretty much all day.
You slept.
Then Friday I had to work, which means Friday night I was asleep at like 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. You actually had to work on the 5th. That's right. Yeah. Indeed.
I had to work on the 5th, so I was here.
Jack has a temporary real job.
The rest of the weekend was a blur.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Because he was looking at the backs of his eyelids.
I might have been for part of it.
Yeah, okay. Buckaroo Banzai. Or as Chris likes to call him, Babonzai. Babonzai, that's right.
Buckaroo Banzai and the Adventures in the 17th Dimension of... Man, that movie was bad. But oh so good. Bad, but oh so good. But yes... You ready for some patch notes real quick?
Yes, got them up on screen. Patch notes for build number 1005 on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Hey, fixed the kill-to-death ratios on the leaderboards. The new user experience, they lowered the HP of the zombies because, oh my god, they were so
tough.
Yeah.
Bring back the plague!
Salisbury outskirts, they're still fixing it with the putting Heloise on a short walking path to keep her from wandering too far from her tent, as well as Ackerley zombies should no longer drop glands for players who have completed this quest to get one. Shooter fans, be sad because no longer are the shooter fans going to be in Brittany Alley's Airy, Resolute, or Sultan. You cannot start the associated quest, but if you haven't finished it, you can still do so.
Yeah.
I mean, that record was only released
a year and a half ago?
Huh?
A year and a half ago?
Well, the Shooter Fans one was for the Shooter album, not the Countach one.
Yeah, I know. Countach was like 3 years ago, wasn't it?
2.5 years ago, 3 years ago.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Google.
It's been a while. Out in Graph Gem Mines, they replaced the satyrs with kobolds, and so some kobolds will be grenadiers by default. More lanterns will be turned on throughout the scene. Because, you know what? It's the mines. Who else needs miney stuff in there? Then we also have the crafting quest. They fixed an issue with the quest to learn crafting from Edwin and Sultan. Bloodig Decani of Resolute and Gilda Metcalf of Airy accept bolts of cotton once again. Then...
You get lost?
Then after that, they added some new drops to the Rise. They updated the Tartarus Wave Battle, Solace Bridge Outskirts. They improved the appearance and construction of zombie ambush spawners and improved response and journal entries related to the Ballad of Bloody Bones quest. And updated barks for Mistress Valdis. And out in Deep's Ravenswood, the Beware signs are now only near the entrance and point in the direction of the roads because, you know what? It's Deep Ravenswood. I mean, seriously, it's the only hunting zone that matters.
Well, you know, gotta love DRW because it was one of the toughest ones and probably the place where everybody learned to go and get their original XP on, and then it fell to the wayside, and then it became the hot spot again. It fell to the wayside and became the hot spot. And it always seems to come back to Deep Ravenswood. So, I got to give it credit for that scene. But everybody by now should know to beware in Deep Ravenswood. Yeah. That's like, the well that somebody fell down, and in order to avoid this from happening again, they just put a sign 20 feet from the well that says, "Caution well." They don't close it off. They don't put blockades. They just put a caution sign up. But meanwhile, we've got the next game of marbles ready to rock and roll, and you guys and gals can get on in. Exclamation play to get in on the action. Exclamation, I love free shit to get in on the giveaway. There's a little time left on that. The clock is ticking. A minute 45 seconds left according to the clock. So don't forget to get in on that action. We're giving away a ferocious wolf spider for the first giveaway. And as always, if you win marbles...
Are you ready to click
I am. We are ready.
Let's click start in 3, 2, 1. Start.
There we go. And we are counting down. So 2 countdowns currently in progress. That puts us, I think, just about,
It puts us somewhere.
Yeah. They're both going to come in real close to each other.
It puts us somewhere. Yeah. Don't forget, if you don't see your name on my list, you're not in it yet. Ooh.
That's right. Exclamation play. Did I get in on your stream? I think I did.
Yes, you were one of the first ones.
Now, he's not giving away free shit. I'm giving away the free shit. You got to do it on my side. Or Jack will enter for you. Buckaroo Banzai, he's already entered.
Yeah. I've got a used roll of gaffer tape.
Blair!
Should I give away a used roll of gaffer tape? And hi, Flair. We won't discuss
Here we go.
What it was used for, but it was used for something.
It held something in place.
Yeah, it held something in place. You can figure it out. Ooh, Lass's new name is Baby Cakes.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, Baby Cakes.
Claire loves me.
Who dubbed him that?
Claire.
Oh, that Baby Cakes is me.
Oh, you're Baby Cakes.
That means that she wants me to display the unedited pictures out there of Flair in a dress. I don't know why I would ever do that.
I don't know.
And I love how she's calling me a chicken shit. and not only so it's like you chicken shit, which is trying to call me out to do it, followed by I'll friggin' murder you, and I know where you are.
And she knows where you sleep. That's right.
Yeah.
We've got a Condis in the lead right here so far. Looks like the Condis and Synesist are battling it out.
Draken is in the lead on my side. It looks like he's got a commanding lead, although Econdis took a slightly different path, and we will see how. Draken is moving through all the ones, although someone just took a teleporter somewhere. So we'll see what ends up happening through all these bricks as people just get stuck.
All right, into the mixing bowl. This is where the fun starts to happen. Let's see who gets sent where and who gets the lead. Looks like Botox gets pushed out front, or did he just get ejected?
And good luck on your closing there, Flair. Good luck. They're Flair and Taser are going to be closing on some property real soon.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful piece of property, by the way.
I haven't seen pictures of the property.
Oh,
I've
man.
just seen pictures of the whatever.
I tell you, I've seen pictures of the house and the property. And
I haven't even seen. I haven't seen any of that.
Flair's workshop is remarkable. She's going to be building all sorts of stuff.
Oh, does it have all kinds of whips and chains and stuff in it?
Synesist ejected. Eagle ejected. Mom drops
Skaggy
in for
actually
the win.
won on my side. Skaggy decided that he wanted to
ejected.
take out
Draken
everybody
ejected.
else.
Congratulations, Mom. You want the standard Flair?
Skaggy
Let
is
us know.
Scarface in game. Woohoo.
Hey.
I'm getting weird sounds.
Hate when that happens. I was ejected. But let's get on to some interesting news. No, Mom is not Flair.
No, Mom is not Flair.
I wanted to know if Mom wanted some interesting, the usual fare, and I think I said Flair by accident because, Flair on the brain.
Did you want the usual Flair?
Fair.
No, but it's the usual Flair. Yeah. I sent you some scrolls there, Skaggy. Hope you enjoy them.
And Mom says yes.
Are you ready for the long video?
No, we're not
news?
going to that one yet. We're going to go to...
Are you sure? Or are you waiting for Spiff to actually be here to listen to it?
Yeah, first off, we have to have Spiff here in order to have commentary afterwards, just because I want Spiff's input on this.
Yeah, but like the 15 minutes that Beezus is talking about that, Spiff's not going to be able to be quiet and be like,
I know that.
What are you doing?
Before we do that, let's jump to, there was an interview out there of Star Long on Arcade Attack Retro Gaming on the 1st of July. I don't know if you guys and gals actually saw this anywhere posted, though we figured we'd share this with you. It's a pretty interesting piece, and you get to hear Starlong tell at least the story of how he became who he was, and how he told his parents that he was going to make his dreams come true by quitting theater and going into making video games for a living, and all sorts of other stuff. So go ahead and check this interview out. Little tinny, but you'll get the gist of it, and it's good stuff.
Yeah.
And then yes, we have 2 clips we're going to play for you today. First one is Star Long giving us some updates. And Jack, try not to laugh or be too critical while we're playing this, at least.
I don't know what you're talking about. I may have listened to part of it already, and I may have been like, seriously, WTF. So
Okay, so timer went down. It didn't do all that by itself. It did close the entries, it looks like.
Okay. So you need to pull a winner.
So we're going to pick a winner, and that's Eagle. Eagle has won himself the Ferocious Wolf Spider. Congratulations, yes. Eagle. We'll get that right out to you. And then we're going to put up a Ferocious Red for the next giveaway. So end of the show pick is going to be for Ferocious Red Spider. And that, again, also is courtesy of Storm's Pets. Giveaway is now open! Exclamation. I love free shit to get in on that action. Meanwhile, this is Star giving us an update of what we've got to look forward to this year. Up to and including episode 2. So, want to count us in on the play action?
Yeah, let's go ahead and click play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Stuff coming up in 2019. Crafting specialization, which we're taking a slight direction change on that. So that's now going to be rerolls. So when you choose a crafting specialization, you'll be able to reroll when you do that. Grandmaster only affects mannequins. Dyeable leather and plate, customizable NPC and combos, more loot improvements like the ones that started this release, more fishing, more weapons, more boss fights, and then of course episode 2, quest system revamp, journal revamp, theater system, treasure hunting, item affinity, taming expansions, customizable NPCs, expanded permission system, etc. Some of which we've already started on. And we'll continue to expand on. And just our friendly annual reminder about looking for group. If you're in the game and you're going out adventuring or you're having an event, use Alt-F, start a group, advertise your event, or advertise that you're going adventuring, showing up with other people. It's never fun to go alone. So, when we'll talk more about why we're making the slight change in direction on the crafting specialization in our next segment. And just a reminder that we've got some expirations. Crowns are on sale for 20%, so it's a good time to stock up, and today is the last day of that.
And we good here because
yes, Volt Militium, there is
for Econdis. Absolutely. I was in line for the midnight show, probably one of the very first early, midnight shows when they started doing that. And of course, had to see Private Parts. Yes, that's Private Parts right there. You got a good eye, my friend. Mom, if you think there are dozens of useless patterns in these improvements,
ready for more.
Just get ready for what's coming up next, because we actually have Beezus, who is going to go ahead and give us, and this is a little lengthy, so just bear with us for a few minutes.
It's 15 to 20.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play a little bit of this first, and then we will get everybody in on the conversation here.
Okay, so here, I'm going to mute my microphone before I start yelling and screaming on... I'm going to put it in theater mode so you can actually read some of the Twitch comments while it's going on. So, are we ready for crafting?
I get rid of the Twitch comments because, But yes, ready to count it in?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and click play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Casks of wine and spirits. And so, this is going to continue to get richer and richer. I know Bee's made some really cool improvements this time around, so I'll pass it over to you, Bee, to tell everybody what the current state of the art is.
Yeah, it's funny that, a lot of our, ideas come from JIRAs that have been around for a while, and it's funny to always take the JIRAs that Richard has, and, there's a lot of them that are in there now and still that are floating around and sort of bring them to the forefront from those design ideas. And for the ring stuff specifically, a lot of times, there's kind of the way the game is and sort of the vision for the game, and you're always trying to get the game a step closer towards those sort of outside high-level ideas. And I think one for this is, it's good to have Richard's sort of feedback in there to kind of remind me to kind of go that direction, because, we did a certain thing with rings, and then the stuff that we added helped kind of expand it in a good way. And it's something that had been there for a while, but it's something that we finally got around to, because it kind of sets a precedence for what we're doing with loot and kind of how we're going back and resetting some things. So, it really is just that, we give different starting points for rings. You can still enchant and masterwork them, but this kind of goes back and then gives you some control of, based on the metal type, relates to certain stats. And I think, moving forward, we've got our 3 basic stats. And I think as we tie more materials and things to those, it works well because those scale well, and they also apply to a lot of different builds. So I think, whenever you have equipment and items that give you straight stats, that's going to apply. That's something that everyone wants. And I think when you're architecting the system and you're giving people new starting points for things like the rings and such, you want to give them some core stats, and then they will add enchantments and masterworks, along that route. But that's kind of sort of from the idea to kind of more the specifics of what we're doing with those materials, and then moving forward kind of doing a similar thing, as in trying to give people more starting points for their items, but having those starting points be bonuses that are pretty flexible, so that they have a common sort of starting point as they apply modifications on top of that. If that makes sense. But yeah, as far as the specifics, each of the rings and necklaces got 8 new recipes that use the materials. Nice. And all those recipes are similar in a sense that they use an X amount of material to make, the certain one. There are times where we get kind of imbalances to where something costs more than something else, because fictionally we kind of did it that way. For example, like a ring and a necklace. Previously, those had different costs, and now we kind of normalize the cost of material, because really they are just 2 separate slots. Now they have, different stats available, different modifiers available, and different things of that nature, but they are effectively, parallel from a weight perspective. So we kind of unified those recipes, so moving forward we can kind of create more variants of rings and necklaces without worrying about sort of an extra imbalance related to those things. Trying to look at other stuff we've done. I think part of those new rings is goes into kind of the loot improvements that we've done, and part of that is just dropping components that players will have access to now, and that so that we can kind of incentivize the crafting system more. I think that's kind of the bottom line with a lot of the loot stuff that we've changed recently.
So when you say components, what do you mean specifically? Like components, like pre-crafted, like components that players would make, or are these new unique components?
Yeah, I think a part of it is to look at our 4-step system, that there's sort of the materials that are raw, then there's refined, and there's components, and then there's final. And I think everyone has a good sense of every one of those except components, because those are just found in the crafting system. So I think part of teaching the player the crafting system is to kind of put more of those components to drop inside of weapons, so that you can kind of break the crafting system up into more steps, so that if whenever you looted lots of a low-level weapon, you got some low-level components, or at least a chance to get a component to then recraft a weapon. You can kind of learn different phases of the crafting system without having to learn every step of it. Because I think early on, without you getting access to components, you're just getting raw materials, and you have to go 4 steps to get to an item. And I think now that what we do is we try to, on a rare case, we drop a component that could normally come from a crafter. Now these are only the...
Okay, I clicked pause.
Yeah, okay. So, yes. What we're going to do is, in order to increase loot, you're going to have to break down those weapons in order to get components. So the raw materials that he talked about that you get that everybody wants, yeah, well, guess what just happened to those chances,
guys.
folks?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So, Spiffy, are you here? Spiffy here at all?
Spiffy's not here. Spiffy got picked up right before the show.
Okay, too bad. But, yeah, so, again, I don't get it. I mean, I get it to expand things, but, you know, at this venture...
all I gotta say is our crafting system has billions upon billions of permutations. Good luck trying to reproduce any of them.
Yeah, so what's going to be happening as we understand, and if you were listening to him explain this as I was listening, and again, I've listened to it, he thinks that this is how it's going to work because apparently hasn't been put together, and you know, this sounds like something that is just being fabricated.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a thought, but it's not actually there. Components, nice item, but the components should be drops. They should be added to the loot. They shouldn't be part of a weapon scrap that people don't want. We don't want those patterns, folks. If you haven't heard people complaining about them enough yet, you know, I don't know.
That means whenever you go to a crafting table and you can salvage something, it should give you 3 options now. Are you looking for components? Are you looking for scrap? Or are you looking for patterns?
Now, I don't mind it getting difficulty, you know, and an extra move that way. That would be great. But we're still looking for more than 20 at a time. We're still looking for a little bit easier, you know, ways to do this. A lot more uniformity across the board in just basic crafting. We really don't need to get to this crazy component wrapping. Let's get the basics fixed still, folks.
I really want to point out that, like, if you scrap a sword into a pattern, say you took a cast of a sword, then you could change the material up and it wouldn't look exactly like the previous one.
True.
I hate the entire, like, pattern system in general.
Yeah,
I think the pattern system was the laziest way to implement new weapons for people without doing anything.
I can't even say that because it's not a new weapon. It's just it's like painting your weapon or painting your car or your motorcycle and giving it a fancy design. You're not actually changing the weapon, but commentary out there is Draken's got to say, well, first, Mom says her brain hurts because just thinking about all this for a crafter like her, I could understand. Draken, what really sucks is more options than there's only a chance for the reroll. That's right. You're not going to be guaranteed a reroll if something sucks. You're only going to get a chance at it. And again, if that chance is based on the current RNG, well, 3. Yeah, as Lancel, totally agree. My brain hurts more now. Yeah, Mom, I can't get components because items are too busy dropping patterns. Yeah, and it goes on here. Yeah, guys, if you're gonna drop this stuff or you want more loot, add it. Make it loot. Don't be giving us these patterns as part. We want the raw materials. We need that metal and wood scrap.
So many issues related to this. It tells you over and over again, Beezus doesn't know how the game actually works.
He does. I understand. And again, I'm not going down that path. If you want to beat that dead horse till it's even deader, you go ahead. We all know the answer to that question. I'm sick of talking about it. I'm just going to point out the fallacies, and we'll let the audience put the feedback in. I'm not going to go bashing that shit anymore. It's a dead horse.
I'm the one that's always bashing that anyway.
I understand that, but you know what? I just played the video. Everybody can listen to the video and they can get a good laugh themselves. And, you know, because, you know, every other word, you know, out of his mouth is, you know, we're going to do this, you know. And if you didn't all hear me making fun of him, sorry, Beezus, but, you know, you really got to keep that in mind because,
you know,
like, every other word was, you know. Yeah. No, we don't know. What we do know is crafting's still broken and it needs some love, and components is not what we need. People want scrap. People need scrap. People don't want patterns. At least this is what we're hearing. I don't know what you guys are hearing, but this is what we hear from the universe out there, and I think we have a pretty good roundabout of people getting its input here. And yeah, anyway. That's the news of the day right now. Of course, anybody want to chime in on thoughts, comments, whatever it is? I know people are listening. I know Mom's got a couple things, you know.
Oh, yeah. No one I know is actually happy about these proposed changes, especially as they start thinking about it. And it's like, seriously, only a chance to re-roll. You're adding more steps into crafting. You're not.
Yeah, the more steps equals bad. That's all I'm going to say.
You're making the loot even more convoluted. It's do you not play the game? And it's like, geez. It's like, come on.
Lancel, absolutely. Everybody likes patterns to do things with, but yeah, how many rusty patterns do we need? I mean, literally. I'm going to start, you know, well, I really shouldn't say I'm going to start, but, you know, next time I need to do scrapping and I get all that stuff, I'm going to do what people are doing lately to advertise their parties. You know, people are buying and making flyers and then going and selling their flyers to the NPCs so they drop in the loot table. So I'm just going to go start selling that stuff to the NPCs and jamming up the loot table with more crap. How about that? How about you all start doing that, and then when they figure that there's nothing but crap in the loot table, they'll figure it out. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of that we have any control over at this point. Yeah. Well, Waldo, put those suckers, sell them to the vendors and let them go into the, yeah, exactly.
The loot table some more?
Let them go into the loot table, and when they see thousands and thousands of these things sucking up the loot table, maybe they'll get the idea that we don't want the shit. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Most patterns get sold. Do people actually do it? Because, again, I really haven't done much scrapping in a long time because, again, the time's, you know, it's just not worth it. Sometimes I need to, and when I do, I deal with it, you know. Yeah, wolf and bear hats, that's one thing, you know. But yeah, get rid of those patterns, throw them on an NPC, sell them to the blacksmith, and let them put them into the loot table for players to find even more patterns. They'll love you.
Yep.
They'll love you. I logged in this morning, had 28 sales this morning, man. It's just like, holy crap, man. And yes, for those of you folks you know, who are still with us after all these years, the player base is growing. There are lots of new players out there, and I'll tell you what, I'm seeing new names in my purchase orders every single day. So if you guys are out there, also wood is a very hot commodity. If you guys are in the wood business, you probably know this already, but I don't know why, but wood is probably the hottest commodity out there.
Wood and ingots are selling like crazy at Shroud Marketplace.
Well, ingots too?
Ingots and wood. Yeah.
Huh. Now, there was some new stuff added. I don't know, has anybody seen the new 16 entrance dungeon piece? I understand that there's one down in Black Rock Cove already.
Nope.
I haven't seen it yet either, but all right. Moving right along. You know what time it is.
I'm aware of what time it is.
Are you? Is it time for you to eat your dessert? Or you eating that? Was that what you were eating during the videos? Is that what we were watching?
Goldfish pretzels.
Goldfish? Oh, yum! I love me some goldfish.
But the pretzel variety. But then
the catapults, the recipes. You got a bunch of recipes. I'll take them off your hand. I sell those things.
I'll take them all. I don't have any.
People actually buy those recipes.
I don't even think I have that recipe at all.
Yeah, no. When they first came out, they were dropping like crazy all over the place, and I forget who it was. Somebody handed me like 1,000 of them. Said, "Here, take these." I was like, "Okay." I started selling them.
That's because people were farming the siege scenes.
The siege scene. Yeah, I know. I know. That's where the wood's going? People are making catapults? I didn't know that.
Why
Okay.
are they making catapults?
Maybe there's a new catapult recipe just that we don't know about. I don't know.
Yeah. See,
anyway, go ahead.
What I want is that NBNN app.
Yes, the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app, which is available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store for all your electronic devices, including Spiffy's Kindle. And if you don't have those fancy schmancy cell phone devices and you just got a lousy PC at home, you can just click on the website, go to the home button, click on the NBNN Soda app, and you got a copy right there on the website that you can take advantage of. You can listen to the radios, you can read the Daily Britannian, you can check out the forums, you can listen to our podcast, check out some of the maps available, hit us up on social media, shop the marketplaces, come join us in Discord, or check out what's happening on the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, which is brought to us each and every day by our good friends at HometownHero.com. For all your vape juice needs, check out Hometown Hero.
That's right. Also, while you're checking out Hometown Hero, go to NBNN.com. Click on that, or NBNN.info, not .com.
Yes.
.com's a completely different kind of website.
Bring you some really weird site, I tell you what.
Oh, yeah, go to it anyways.
Meatspin.com.
But yes, that NBNN.info, click on the calendar button, and you too can look at this aggregated mess of all the Google public calendars that guy knows about related to Shroud of the Avatar. If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud, you need to get it hooked up, just like the BMC calendar that was just hooked up. I don't remember that being there before. Did you just hook up the BMC calendar?
No, it's been there. Somebody probably just finally updated it.
Oh, yeah. So the most recent calendar was the S-Mark calendar that was added.
Yes.
But all times on the community calendar or Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Britannia Time.
Send all your in-game nudes to nudes@nbnn.info, and we will carefully curate those 2 minutes at a time. And if you want to be on that distribution list, send me $5. PayPal.me/Cynicist. I will find a way to get you your, whenever those messages come in, to forward them on to you.
He will manually forward them.
I will manually forward them because that's
or he'll
how much
pay
time
me
it
$5, $4 in order to
to add it to the distribution list automatically. Yeah, not going to happen. So far, since that person signed up, you know how many emails I've had to forward?
0.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
you know what? People don't like sending their nudes to nudes@nbnn.info. They'll post them on other places on the internet, just not to
it's
us.
not to us.
Why? I think it's because they don't want you carefully curating.
Well, you know, we're talking about in-game nudes, folks.
Oh. Yeah. I did say in-game, didn't I?
I don't think you ever specify in-game, but
I think it's
right along
several times. But Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s, around the clock, whenever we feel like it. You can always tune in your ether amplifiers to Wadia Radio Free Britannia to listen to two idiots interpreting the news, so you don't have to. At 6 o'clock this evening is going to be DJ Golden Wing doing his Melody of My Hit. Then at 7 o'clock is going to be this on Radio Free Britannia, not on Avatar's Radio, but on Radio Free Britannia. The 70s at 7, in-game at 7:30. You can contact Cinewolf Odinson for some PvE. And hopefully he uses the LFG tool. At 9 o'clock, an Oompa role-playing event is hosted by Andertiana Zazzer. Out in the town of Verret Chaos at the Pub of Extraordinary Thought, where you too can join in some role-play stuff. And just remember, all great adventures begin in a pub somewhere.
Even if it's in your local pub in your local town, you can have some great adventures.
You too can be the creepy guy in the corner that's hiding in shadows. Do you approach that person? Why, yes, you do. Hi, I'm looking for an adventure.
Hi, I'm looking for a good time.
Although I've never seen that happen in real life, I think we need to start doing that just as a human species.
I'm looking for an adventure.
I'm looking for an adventure.
That Jack's pickup line at the fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Did you notice I braided my hair this?
I did not.
On the show, I braided my hair.
Because I'm not paying attention. Okay. You know that. Okay. I can't afford to pay attention. Hey, we might be able to afford to pay attention today.
Manic Monday is going to be on Radio Free Britannia, and that is the Weckard Womb. But oh wow, someone needs to pick up the pace around here.
Yeah, I know. Somebody's slacking. Of course, don't forget you're tuned in to us right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Cynesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays and on Twitch. And yeah, Twitch and YouTube. And if you've got this far and you like what you see, hit those follow buttons, hit those subscribe buttons, hit those notify buttons. You know all those buttons we need you to hit down there, because all you followers and subscribers help us keep bringing you the news right here on NBNN. The Britannian Mining Company wants you, what happened? I hate when that happens. Wants you to check out Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove's located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter and conveniently located next to the mines that you want to be near. And of course, if you're looking for crafting goods, you can get all the goods you want at rock solid prices with guild pricing across the board. And if you're looking to open a shop, plenty of spots available. Check out the newly renovated Black Rock Cove today. Our friends at HometownHero.com for all your vape juice needs. Click on the links below. Click on the links on the website. Follow those banner ads. Take advantage of the discounts they've got on the website. And, of course, get yourself some tasty vape juice in the meantime. PurpleDragonInns.com. If you're looking for a place to stay, check out what's going on there. I've got locations throughout the world. If you're new to the game and need a place to live, I got you covered just about anywhere you feel like you want to live until you get your own land. And then, of course, we've got places for you to stay to place your land as well. Shroudmusic.com, where I have set up ABC file sharing for everybody, including a list of all my favorites, all my good ABC files. And if you want to share yours or get your hands on some of my files, go to shroudmusic.com and you can download or upload your own today. ABC and zip files only, folks. So if you've got full band compliments, you can upload them in a zip. Relics by Rill for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. Save 10% off your purchase at relicsbyrill.com with the promo code NBNN. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, including us at 12s and 6s Monday through Fridays. Eclipse Maiden when she's not in residence, the Nurse Justin on Thursdays, and her Tiana is late night Wednesday, early Thursday, Wake Up New Britannia every Saturday morning, and you never know what else you're going to hear. And then last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable goods inside Shroud of the Avatar. If you're looking for goods, check out ShroudMarketplace.com because they got all sorts of great stuff. And yes, I own 2 currently, Buckaroo Banzai. I sold one because it was just really not being used. But yes, Jack used to own a bunch, and he sold all his.
All of mine.
That's right.
Including my shares and others. But yes, ShroudMarketplace.com is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Anything and everything from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, all the way to services, anything and everything. I mean, as I said during the show, wood has been selling like hotcakes. Ingots have been selling like hotcakes.
Well, now I know what they're talking about. There's that repeatable catapult question. I really didn't think anybody was doing that over and over and over again. There must be a reason why people are doing it, but that's
I didn't even know there was a catapult crafting quest.
Yeah.
But yeah, all kinds of stuff selling over and over and over again. But you know what? You can buy or sell stuff. If you want to sell your stuff at Shroud Marketplace, you need to click on vendor registration on the left-hand side. And then you too can start adding your stuff. I mean, look at some of the most recent things added. Toadstool set for $5. Lupine Destroyer, or a Taming Necklace of the Obsidian Destroyer, Maze Ticket, and win 100,000 game gold.
Taming Necklace for an Obsidian Destroyer.
Hey,
I have to give one of those away tomorrow, I guess.
Hey, you know what? All kinds of stuff. Anything and everything, ShroudMarketplace.com. But you know what time it is?
I do. It's time for us to just about wrap it up here for today. And Jack's got to go ahead and say goodbye. So we're going to get ready to get out of here. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Stay tuned for the giveaway right after this. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
And I didn't win. That's all I got to say.
And yes, we will pull this drawing right now as we roll the end credits and thank everybody who's joined us and donated and supported us today. We thank you all. And I'll give you all just 10 seconds to get in and get those entries in. Eagle, thank you. Skeggy Media, thank you. B. Donham, thank you. I appreciate all your donations today. And of course, we're going to close the entries. We're going to pick ourselves a winner. And our winner is Twilight Tempest. Twilight, you have won the Ferocious Red Spider Pet. Congratulations to you, and thanks again, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow.